Hey there, it is Thursday, August 28th. I can't believe August is almost over. And this is your weekly market report for the Seattle area housing market. We have another low technically in mortgage rates. So today, the 30-year fix is at 6.5%. And according to Mortgage News Daily, this is technically the lowest we've seen from a technical standpoint, even though it was 6.5 before. But in the market, this is the lowest we've seen since basically October 3rd of 2024. And so this is really important. That number, the interest rate came down basically based on the August jobs report. And so generally speaking, when we see that things in the economy might be moving a little bit towards a recession or getting a little bit worse, sometimes interest rates can also come down to spur the economy. And so that might be a major reason why the interest rates are coming down a bit, but it is providing relief to some buyers who are getting in contract. I think over the past few weeks, as we've seen rates come down, our team has definitely seen a busier amount of buyers out and been a little bit busier with actually helping buyers get into contract. So that said, I do think that this is spurring a little bit of buying. Mortgage applications are still higher. They were last time that I looked. And so that's also a good sign for the real estate market. The 15-year fix today is at 5.86, which is quite low. It's a good number if you're looking for a 15-year fixed rate, and then 30-year FHA is 6.06% and VA is 6.08%. So all of those give us a good indication of what is happening right now in terms of the mortgage rates. Like I mentioned, we've definitely seen an uptick. We had one buyer get into contract on a condo who was able to negotiate some off the list price. We just had two other buyers get into contract under the list price, and one of our listings just went under contract last week as well. And so we are still seeing a lot of negotiations both on the list side and the buy side with those, but it's a good indication that the market is still active. And August is usually one of those times of year where you see the market actually become a little bit quieter because people are outside, they're enjoying the weather, getting their last vacation in before school starts. And so you don't always see a lot going on in August, but it seems like this August we have seen a bit of activity. I wouldn't say it's super busy, but certainly we've seen an uptick. So let's talk a little bit about what's happening in the condo market in Seattle. This week we saw an increase of 11 listings to 155, up from last week at 144. The number of condos going under contract came down by 45 this week at 133. That's down from 178 last week. And the number of sold condos was down 4 at 108, down from 112 last week. New listings, as far as residential goes, those were down 20 this week at 421, down from 441 last week. Listings residential, this includes single family homes and townhomes, I didn't mention that before, was down 60 under contract. So that's at 480 under contract, down from 540 last week. And then sold listings were down 78 at 338, down from 416 last week. So you still see the number of pending listings at 480. That's above the number of new listings at 421. Similarly, with condos, we see that the pending listings were at 133, not above the new listings at 155, but very close to where those are at. Again, we are seeing an uptick in activity, at least on our team, of what's going on in the market. We historically do see new listings hit the market the week after Labor Day. So that will be next week, and going into the weekend after next week, we'll probably see a lot more inventory on the market. It's kind of the start of the fall market, we would call it. And so that's something to be aware of if you are thinking about buying. And if you're a seller and you're thinking about selling, it's important to be aware that you're gonna have a little more competition starting in September. So be prepared and make sure that you are ready for that and that you have a good strategy to go forward with that. One other thing, if you are thinking about buying in the Seattle area, on Thursday, October 9th, we're doing a free homebuyer seminar. It's gonna be at Urban Family Brewing in Ballard at 6:30 p.m. You are more than welcome to grab the link in the description for the Eventbrite and sign up for that. We'd love to have you. And as always, if you're thinking about buying or selling in the next 2 months or 2 years, we'd love to have a free strategy call with you. Feel free to text or email us. We'll get you set up with a free consultation about your strategy going forward. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.